Live.
Olá, muito bem-vindos à vossa dose diária de podcast aqui do Portuguese Film Festival. Estamos no Live Studio by 58 e hoje temos connosco três realizadores de três filmes que, curiosamente, ou não, são filmes que vão ser mostrados hoje no festival. Laurent Meillan, aqui à minha esquerda, de Pumping Swell from the Sahel. É um filme, já vamos falar um pouco sobre isso. Mário Milosevic, 1010, Gustav Olsen, Bloody Mess. Queremos ver que mess é essa. Queremos saber um pouco sobre estes filmes e vamos passar a falar em inglês, obviamente, com estes três realizadores que temos hoje aqui. I'll start with Laurent because you're the oldest and you have the biggest movie. So, Laurent, Pumping Swell in the Sahel. Can you please do like a brief presentation of the movie and what we can expect from tonight?
There are, I would say, about three main ideas about the movie. The first one, this is the story of a small local community in Mauritania, a very small community of surfers. As you may know, Mauritania is located between Senegal and Morocco. So Senegal is well known and Morocco is well known for its waves, but Mauritania is not very well known. But you have surfers and you have this small community who have been surfing for more than 4 decades. And what is interesting is that until now, they were not very much exposed. And I think now many of them, they are getting into their 50s. And it was kind of time maybe to tell the story. And then when I suggested, that I would like to tell their story, I think they were happy with the idea. So that we say that's one idea in the movie. A second idea, very briefly, is about exploration. And in that context, when we did the movie with the friends, we invited surf explorer Erwan Simon from Brittany, a French surfer who is surfing all over the world for more than 15 years.
I know.
And he agreed to join the project. He said it's a great idea, so he joined the project to come to surf with us. And he was able to surf again a spot that he surfed 14 years ago with John Callahan.
Okay.
And they did the first picture 14 years ago of La Guera. And he was very happy to come again and to do that thing. And the third idea, which I think is maybe the most exciting somehow, is it's a quest. During that movie, we decided to undertake a trip to the forbidden city, La Guera. La Guera, a forbidden city, why? Because it is a militarized zone in Western Sahara, and it is prohibited to go there. And then with the authorization of the Mauritanian army, we have been able to go there to surf and to film for the first time. And we're able to bring video images of this spot, where you have a free spot, you have El Castillo, Meteorite, and Boom Boom. So this is what the movie is about.
Wow, that's already a lot. And I think I'm seeing their eyes like shining. Like, okay, I want to explore that. Me too. But do you feel like you're unveiling a little bit of a secret spot?
I think it's interesting because other friends ask me that question. I say, because in the movie you will see the friends, they talk about all the spots. And usually surfers, they don't do that.
Yeah,
They don't talk about their spot. But I think they do that because they feel it's time to do it. Because they have been surfing in secret for more than 4 decades. And maybe it's time to share the experience, to share their story, and to show that in Mauritania also you have waves. And for La Guera, I think it's not secret because in a way you cannot go. So you need to have an authorization that most people cannot get. So I think that's why we have been able to talk about this spot for the first time.
Mario, I want to ask you the same thing. What can we expect from 1010? What is this movie, 1010?
Actually, it came very unexpected. I moved before pandemic to New Zealand. I wanted to explore. I heard lots of surfing culture there, especially on the East Coast. That was in 2018, 2019, and I got to the place called Gisborne. I don't want to spoil. No, people know it. It's a very famous spot.
Safi Vete comes from there.
Sorry.
Safi Vete, the New Zealander that
Yeah.
was in
Ricardo,
the Olympics
Ricardo Christie.
national champion. Yeah,
Ricardo
she's from Gisborne.
Yeah, Ricardo Christie and the guys. Those guys
Ricardo
are
Christie
very
also.
incredible. Like being surfing with those guys. There are 25 spots in 20 kilometers, rights, lefts, islands. It's incredible. And then afterwards, I came back. I was in Indonesia and came back during the pandemic times, and I got locked. I'm from Slovenia, but I've been living in Portugal for the last 10 years, in and out. And came with the last flight back to Slovenia. And I was thinking about when this is gonna end, pandemic, and then I went to apply for Australian visa because I was turning 31 years old of age, and it was the last moment to grab the visa. And they were asking to me, I was at the office at the Australian embassy, Slovenian Australian, and they were like, where are you going? Everything is closed. It's like, I'm just trying my luck. I got visa, and finally, after in July 2022, if I'm not wrong, December 2022, I booked the flight to Australia. And actually, I just wanted to try a year off to see how it's there, to explore spots. Wanted to see Snapper Rocks, Currumbin, Gold Coast, those amazing spots. I started on Sunny Coast, which has a little bit less swell. And then in April, my idea I had like a flip, I had to do something like creative. I was in Noosa, which is the part of the movie in Noosa, Sunshine Coast. It's a very famous spot for longboarding, amazing rides and amazing surfing culture. Very crowded, but energy is just, you cannot describe it. Long story short, the idea of the movie came out in very different aspects. It's very deep. I would like to everyone to find their own interpretation about it. The number behind is a little bit very strange. Sometimes when I travel, some things, it doesn't get really nice. It's not everything brilliant, like it's not shiny. You challenge so many stuff, so many things, so many situations. Your car breaks down, you stay without money, you cannot find a job. Many things. You get some allergies, you get some in the water, some jellyfish, whatever. And then usually it's like something turns on better. You don't know how, you have to trust. And this movie is about reflection of when I was living in Brisbane at the first part of the year. I was really looking at the society, like I was watching people and just seeing stories of everyone. Every person has their own life story, struggle. And then on the other side, our culture, we love ocean. It's so revealing. It's very cliche to say that, but
it's true.
It's true. It's just something that many people wouldn't understand. What does it mean when you go into the ocean?
Yeah.
And the idea behind is like there are many interpretations. So everyone will see after the movie and get their own answer.
Okay. Gustav, bloody mess.
Yes.
What a bloody mess is this?
Yeah, I guess it's not the typical surf film.
Exactly.
So, yeah, like I think the viewer shouldn't expect anything because it is really
A mess.
Yeah, it's really it's something else. So it's a collaboration I did with Perfect Designs, and he has already created this universe with this. He's a board shaper and artist, and he creates this really super weird boards, like really morbid and boards. And some boards have like a chain, and like a saw as the fin and so on. So out of his universe, me and him, we created this idea of this film, Bloody Mess. And it's a very short film, so I don't want to tell too much because then I tell the whole film.
I was asking if why is it so short? 3 minutes.
I like short things sometimes, and I don't. Maybe I have some fear of like somebody will be bored, so I just do short things a lot. But I think it's a good length for it, you know. And we don't want to reveal too much of the universe. It, like, that's the story. I think it's suited. Maybe the next one will be longer or maybe shorter. We'll see.
Yeah. Have you ever bumped into the universe of Ithaca? He reshapes surfboards, used surfboards into strange shapes like sculptures, and he was really. I was looking at your movie shot, and I was thinking about his work.
Cool.
He lived in Portugal for a long time. He's from the United States, but he
Okay.
lived in half American, half Greek, but he lived here for a while and in Japan, and he has like a really cool story. Maybe
I'll check it out.
Maybe Ithaca.
But does he surf his boards?
No, he doesn't.
That's the thing. Like these
No,
boards
this-
are surfable.
The boards are turned into pieces of art.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a new life for them.
Yeah.
But they're different. Yeah, I know the work
Yeah.
of your guy. Yeah. He uses the board. Okay, Laurent. So why is this your first movie or first surf movie?
In my first long movie, I made some short video, surf video for a couple of years now. But it's my first.
How did you get involved with movies and surf movies?
I always love videography, so for maybe more than 20 years, so I've been filming. I have a lot of rushes, but I never did anything with it.
Okay.
And I think maybe I find just the courage this time to go until the
do
end.
it.
Yeah. And I think there was a lot of motivation also because of the story. Because I really like the story, and I strongly believe there was a story to tell. And this is what really triggered this motivation on my side. And also because Mauritania, where we live with my family for 6 years, we love that country. It's a beautiful country that is not very well known, unfortunately. And I think all that is all okay. We want to tell people. We want to show to people, this group of surfers, the beauty of this country. So yeah. That's it.
How long did you take to make the whole movie?
I think I started filming when we arrived in Mauritania in 2018, August 2018. So I started already to do a lot of videos within mind, that could do something with it. But the project really came together, I would say, maybe 3 years ago. And the last 2 years have been where a lot of work.
Editing and
editing, a lot of work with editing.
yeah.
Very, very hard work, but it was fascinating. I love that part in movie making. Editing, I think for me is really great. So yeah, about 2 years because I had a lot of archive also, so I need to and I did a lot of interviews because we have about 7 characters in the film interviewed. So it's about maybe 10 to 15 hours of interview.
Okay.
And to bring that to 20 minutes of interview in a 52 minutes or maybe more, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of time, but it was really exciting.
To get all the best, the sweet spots.
Yeah, and just to put the story
Sweet
together,
answers.
because at the end of the day, this film, as you will see this evening, is a simple story. We are not coming with the wave of Teapu.
Yeah, exactly.
Or even the wave of Ericeira, this is a different world. So it's a simple story, but with the beauty of a country, and we brought the human side of it also, because I think the character of the film, I think they are very human, and they love their waves. Although the wave is not like a big wave, but they love their waves,
Of course.
and I think you can feel that when you watch the film. I believe.
Okay, let's see that tonight. Mario, same question for you. How long did you took to make the movie, and what was your main goal doing this movie?
It took me a year. A year was shooting stage was from April 2000. 20, or which year we are?
We are in 24.
Yeah, 23. So yeah, I finished with post. Yeah, absolutely, it was a year-long project. There was a really good friend of mine, Slovenian, who works and lives in Brisbane, in Queensland. His name is Marko. He's one of the main guys in this project. I'm really thankful for this friend of mine that we were going around, finding places, doing the recce's, finding the perfect lights, and at the end, it worth it. We did probably around 15 locations in 7 months. We were just going around doing day and night, trying to find everything that we felt that it should be working out. And it was a year. What was the main thing was enjoying, because I come from, I've been working production like commercials, more or less very strict. It's a schedule plan you don't sleep. Of course on features and as well it's long working hours, you know how it goes. But that was totally different project. It was something that I wanted to fulfill on my personal side, that I'm not, because after so many projects in commercials, is like you do some explainer videos and then it gets a little bit boring. Not boring, you have to do it, what client wants. And I really felt that I need to
put your own world out, right?
To get back on track.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain, to enjoy just the process.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's the main thing.
Mm-hmm. Gustav, are you you do only movies? Are you involved with movies for a long time?
Yeah, I've been doing films, I don't know, 13 years or something.
Okay.
And this film took, the idea was super quick, maybe too quick.
Yeah.
But it's good sometimes if you get
it is.
bit crazy idea just to go for it. But then, of course, the whole shooting, I think we shot for 5 or 6 days, which is a bit crazy because the movie is 3 minutes. And then the post-production also, everything takes time. And I think this project just grew and grew. First it was just super simple, just a collaboration, a small team, not so many locations. But then it just grew and became bigger team, more locations, more complex things. So it took quite some time. We shot in Sweden in the autumn, which is challenging in itself because there's not so much surf in Sweden. Mm-hmm. And it's very fickle when the waves are good. I mean good. In Portugal you would never say they're good there. But we were a bit lucky because Lucas was just there for not so many days and he was also shaping the board in Sweden and in Copenhagen. But we were lucky, so we actually got one swell just when he was there, just for the right time, so we could shoot some surf as well. Because there's not so much surf in the film. I think it's 7 seconds or something.
It's 3 minute movie, come on.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that.
All right. And how did you found the Portuguese Surf Film Festival? How did you end up here? And how do you feel about that?
I think it's great. I mean, we never visited Portugal. It was the first time, so we decided it was a great opportunity to visit Portugal. So we started a surf trip from Mauritania, Paris, then we went to Osogor, then we did Spain, so Pays Basque, Galicia, Asturias. Then we arrived here, and we have been in Nazaré, we have been in a couple of places, and we arrived quite early here on the 20th. We wanted to enjoy the city, and I would say that overall we find the city amazing. It's beautiful. It's really amazing. And the festival, I would say that it was quite. I was very impressed by the film I saw until now, like Tom and I, Children of the Apple. They are my two favorites. I thought it was amazing. Story, strong story. Big film, but with a strong, good story.
Of course.
So I really enjoyed this movie. But in fact, I think all the films were interesting. All the films were interesting. So it was very good time. So congratulations.
Thank you, Mario. What about how did your movie came up to be selected for the Portuguese Surf Film Festival?
Actually, It's pretty new thing to me that I was applying for film festivals. I asked a friend of mine, Aljaž Babnik, he's Slovenian, very good filmmaker. He now lives in Bali for some time, I think, and he, I think, applied last year, a couple of years ago, for this festival. And I asked him to explain me how does it work, and he explained me on the process, and I said, okay, I'm gonna give a shot and just apply for some festival. Then I found the main festivals around the area and met Susana. Muito obrigado, Susana, pela toda a comunicação e tudo. She makes a really good job. She always replies and helps us to understand the process. And I'm very happy with the communication and organization. It's incredible. You guys are doing amazing things. And yeah, that's the way. And I got selected. I got the email from Susana, and it was such a great email. Like, okay, let's go to Ericeira. I live in Costa Caparica, and for me it was like, oh, that's
Also a nice spot, by the way.
It's yeah,
Not too bad.
I'm from there.
vizinhos.
Yeah.
So it was really nice. Like I've been this week working on one project, 9-day project. So I came from Albufeira a couple hours ago. I wanted to be here with you guys to share this moment and yeah, not to miss the moment and this great festival. Thank you so much.
Thank you and welcome.
Yeah.
Gustav, what about you?
I think Lucas Perfect Designs, who I made this film with, he was on this festival last year. And, but we also made kind of a list of all the festivals we wanted to apply to and so on. And I was here anyway in Algarve. I've been here for 1 month, so it was perfect for me to go up here and end this Portugal trip here in this nice festival. So I'm super. It's the first surf film festival I've ever been to, and I'm super excited to see all the films and the
What
vibe.
other films are you trying to watch, or are you
Here or in
at
general?
the festival?
I think I will watch everything that's tonight. Of course, now I'm like super interested in these 2 films, but I will see the 2 blocks and just see everything. So yeah.
Mario, are you trying to see other movies from the festival also? Other days or?
No, it's my first. I wanted to be whole the week here because I'm very interested to see all of them. But yeah, I tried to come today, and the last day I'll be here. So very much I would love to see all of them when they're going to be available for the public. So yeah.
Well, you already mentioned Tom and I and Sons of Terhupo.
Yeah.
And
Easy pick, yeah? they are very good. Yeah.
actually, there's the Olympics going down at this time. They just started an hour and a half ago, again with pumping Terhupo actually. What I hope everyone gets to see the session tonight or later in an hour or so. Thank you for coming here,
Thank you so
guys, and thank you for staying here also and not leaving. And good luck for the movies. I hope to see you soon. E a vocês, cá estaremos amanhã novamente, aqui também neste spot na 58. Obrigado à 58 também pelo o apoio aqui no Live Studio. E 8h30, primeira sessão do Portuguese Film Festival outra vez. Até logo.
Okay.